In this month's news, why empathy and equity in glaucoma care may matter just as much as IOP curves. Outlook Therapeutics is back at the FDA's door. Is it third time a charm? And Finland's secret to dodging the global myopia boom. All that and more on SightByte News, where eye care meets headlines with 2020 flair. First up, let's talk glaucoma. It's not just about chasing IOP curves anymore. A new JAMA ophthalmology study shows that for newly diagnosed patients, the real story lives beyond the slit lamp. Fear of blindness sets in early, even when visual fields look fine. SLT might drop pressure, but it can also drop mood. And let's talk money. Well, not just meds, predicts who actually hits target IOP. Add in teleglaucoma, which could either close gaps or widen them, depending on who's holding the smartphone. The takeaway? Quality glaucoma care means more than microns and millimeters. It means empathy, equity, and maybe a little extra hand-holding at diagnosis. Now on to regulatory drama in wet AMD. Outlook Therapeutics is back at the FDA's door again. After a second complete response letter for its wet AMD hopeful ONS 5010, the company has requested a Type A meeting to figure out exactly what confirmatory evidence the agency wants. The NORSE 8 trial didn't hit its mark, though earlier data looked promising. If approved, ONS 5010 would be the first on-label bevacizumab for ophthalmic use in the US, a safer, regulated alternative to compounded versions. The drug's already making moves in Europe, but in the US, the outlook still hinges on the upcoming FDA sit-down. Speaking of firsts, here's one from the EMA. Radiation maculopathy is finally getting its moment in the regulatory spotlight. The EMA has granted its very first orphan drug designation for the condition thanks to Roca Therapeutics and its lead candidate RCT-002. This isn't another jab or systemic sledgehammer. RCT-002 is a first-in-class eye drop built to hit multiple disease drivers at once, from fibrosis to oxidative stress. Beyond the science, the bigger win here is recognition. Radiation maculopathy is now officially a distinct indication, opening the door to earlier diagnosis, new funding, and real treatment hope. Next stop, first-in-human trials in 2026. In myopia news, while much of Asia is squinting at an epidemic, Finland seems to be seeing straight. A new study of Finnish conscripts found just 23.5% were myopic and only 0.4% had high myopia. Compare that to places like Taiwan or South Korea, where up to 90% of young adults need correction. The secret? Later school start, fewer cram sessions, and more time outdoors. Genes may light the spark, but lifestyle fans the flames. And finally, a story where eye care meets mental health. They say the eyes are the window to the soul, but Topcon just gave that phrase a high-tech twist. The company has invested in Senseye, a US startup using ocular biomarkers and AI to screen for mental health conditions like PTSD, depression, and anxiety, all through a smartphone app. It's part of Topcon Healthcare's From the Eye initiative, which aims to extend eye data far beyond ophthalmology. If successful, your next mental health checkup could start with a quick look at the pupils. No couch required. I'm Diana Chung, and that's a wrap for this edition of SightByte News. Stay sharp, stay focused, and stay in the loop with more eye-popping updates on Mice TV. Got a juicy story or a hot take? Drop us a comment below.